Great Rising. What up? What up? What up? Happy Thursday, aka Friday Junior. Just clearing the energy with some claps. um, but hey y'all, how's it going? Drinking a cup of coffee at the same time. I need some energy. All right. Let's turn this off. Okay. Not sure what the message is going to be about this morning, but let's just tap on in and see. Glasses seem to be a little cloudy or something. If your vision has been cloudy, physically or metaphorically, you may need to take some time to meditate. You need some clarity on something, clear your mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow, okay? Still want a gangster link. Okay. All right, y'all. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. And thank you for tapping in with me. I'm going to pull some oracle messages to get started. Akila, Rainy, hi. Thanks for tapping on in. I'm okay. Feel a little tired. Got a lot going on, but I won't complain about it. Better than having nothing going on. You feel me? Grief. Ooh. Let's see what's going on. Betrayal. Damn. Lord. Maybe that's why I'm feeling drained. Whatever this energy is, somebody could be grieving over some kind of betrayal. Hmm. Could be from a partner with this two here. Confirmation with that horn blowing. But somebody has a crystal ball. Your intuition could have told you something, showed you something. But with this spider here as well, it's kind of giving me the energy of a monitoring spirit. Hey, Hope. Let's see what that is. Etheric cords. Wow. This could be a family situation. Someone that you're tied to. I just heard blood ties. Yeah, there could be family members that are creating some kind of illusion. A woman and her children, perhaps. And this looks like a portal here. And with this 27, that's a 9. Nines are all about transformation. And all of those clouds are about, inspiration, hopes, dreams. But this sword that she's holding looks kind of funny. So there's something, I feel like somebody could have been hiding some truth, bending the truth, because this kind of looks bent. She could have bent, somebody could have bent a truth. Now, this person has on a robe that's like purplish blue, which is kind of giving me, not clearly intuitive or clearly healed. Maybe this was the illusion that someone was trying to present themselves as an intuitive person or someone who is healed or healing or a healer. But then there's all this red. Red is about passion. It's giving, I want to say it's giving Jezebel, but I don't know. Level up. Yeah, somebody did something to level up. And they used some kind of magic with this here. Or someone, was creating some kind of illusions around someone else's level up. They could have said someone was using magic. But this person is donning a lot of yellow. Yellow is about clarity. Did I say something at the beginning about clarity? She's also standing in front of a portal, but there's no illusions around this person. There's no moons, no secrets. It's whatever she's doing is clear. She also is holding a sword. Swords speak of truth. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, and grounding. Again, more yellow. And I'm getting this is a sun behind this person, not a moon. This could be someone who gets up early. And these are 2 3s, okay? 39 breaks down to a 3, and this is a straight 3 right here. This is ascended master type energy. This is someone who's highly protected. So someone and some children or childish people, okay, a group, could have been creating some kinds of illusions about you, about themselves, about somebody. And whatever it is, it wasn't true. Somebody was just pulling a lot of ideas out of their behind and trying to perpetrate as someone else. What's that? What I say? Masks. And whoever this person is, they were donning a lot of masks. Somebody was trying to appear as someone who is wholesome with this white on, divine feminine type energy. Another 9 here with the 18, but this person was an illusionist. They wore many masks. Could also represent themselves and others around them all wearing masks. Yeah, and whoever this is, they sabotage themselves because of it. And so now this person is grieving. Yeah, and they're in like a snake pit. You see that? So this alignment that they claim to be in with the 24 breaking down to a 6, this alignment that they claim to be in was all an illusion. That's a moon. That's not a sun. You see how dark it is? And this is her regular face, but even her face looked like a mask. What the heck is going on? What the helly? What the helly on? Yeah. And And I'm really feeling lust, like I saw on some card. Must have been one of the first ones. Like I said, with this passion here, somebody uses lust for something as well, because this person is wearing a snake suit. So much symbolism. So whatever growth this person has in their life, because I see, you know, there's green here for growth, all right? It's not a lot, but there's some there. There's also growth with this person and all behind that person. Um, but whatever growth, and it's the same kind of grass here. Oh, I got a burp. It won't come out. Excuse me. Whatever growth this person was experiencing, this energy was experiencing, it was because of some kind of betrayal. It's growing from the snake pit. Very interesting. So we got 3, 39, 18, 24, and 27. This is all because somebody else was leveling up in some kind of way. I feel like somebody could have tried to lie on this person who's experienced some kind of level up, or sabotage this person. Okay, they were coming up with all kind of ideas, but trying to keep it hidden, right? But because this person who's experienced a level up is in this grounded energy, grounding is a part of their life, a part of their routine, a part of what they do. They're protected, okay? Because when you're grounded, you're on a higher vibration, right? When you're grounding, you're releasing negative energies. You're focusing on something positive. And not only that, this person is out in nature. So nature is cleansing them with negative ions, right? Yeah. And because of that, these secrets were revealed. I said this person, look, with that moon behind them, this person is intuitive. They were getting some kind of information. The secrets about this other person was revealed. Whatever somebody was trying to do against this person, it has been revealed. And with the secrets being revealed, and that's a 36 right there, which breaks down to a 9, it's caused a transformation. Some kind of transformation. The 7 sisters are here as well. Ooh. Major ancestral protection. Watching over somebody who, this real divine energy. Yeah, and that's why it looks like somebody's experiencing some kind of miracles. Because with that 42 breaking down to a 6, this person is truly in alignment for whatever it is that they have going on in their life. And that's why they're having this level up. That's why they always get clarity on a situation. Okay? And getting grounded helps them. I think I said that at the beginning, like somebody needs to get clarity or something. I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm going to have to watch that at the beginning. If somebody remembers what I said, put that in the chat so I can see. Hey, Britt. Rich rising to you as well, Charisma. Depanchi Navaria. Thank you. Sunny S. Hi. Thea. Okay, and it's coming back in consciousness, not physically. Well, that's what I believe. Thank you, Raya. Yes, Hope. This is a general reading, so just take what applies. Anything disrespectful will be blocked and deleted, period. I'm not even responding to no bullshit. Archangel Michael asks that you protect this session, myself, my home, and all of the viewers for any negative energies, entities, attachments, or anything of the sort. It is not welcome here at all. All right. You all are asking questions, and I haven't even gotten the message out yet. Let me get the message that the Most High would like for me to deliver first. Then, if I have time, I could answer some questions or pull some cards for you personally, but not until the message is out. Lightworker school. I'm telling you, listen, somebody here is a light worker. All right? You're born to shine. Even if you don't do any type of healing work, spiritual assignment, you overcoming, you clearing out your karmic debt and shining while you're doing it. You could be the type of person who's gotten a lot of attention your whole life. You get a lot of stares. You know, it probably irritates you or did when you were a child or something. There's a light on you for a reason. And there's, even if you didn't know what it was or what it was all about or why people stare at you, could have even made you self-conscious a bit. However, it's really a soul recognition thing. Some people watch you, stare at you, try to figure you out because there's just something about you and they don't really understand what it is. Some do, but most don't. But it's their soul recognizes yours in the rank that you have in the spiritual realm. Okay. That's exactly why you have this ancestor protection. Now I'm using a different deck. This is the Divine Headquarters Oracle by Mystic Beauty. And this is just confirming what I was just saying that I saw in this other deck. What's the name of this other deck? I got so many. African Goddess Rising is the first deck that I use. But yeah, some of you are light workers. You were being depicted by the energy in white and this one here. Like I said, you get downloads, okay? Secrets are all, whenever somebody tries to plot on you, you always know. You always get inspired, inspiration, you know, information about it. You be knowing shit and don't even know how you know. You're always going to get the truth and clarity in any situation. That's also what helps you level up in life. But see, the people who are stalking, hawking, and gawking and, you know, just watching you, they don't understand that you're an alchemist. Okay? You're a true alchemist. You transform negative energy. You transform negative situations for your good. And you're divinely guided to do so with the ideas that you get, the prayers and wishes that you speak. You could have been, especially as a child, you could have been a person who kept a journal. You wrote down, you know, the things that you need, want, and desire, manifesting without even knowing it. You could have been somebody that was heavily into your horoscopes. As a kid, you would, you know, anytime you saw a newspaper, you would go to the horoscope section and read it. Like you've been so tapped in your whole life and you don't even really realize it. You've always had a major connection to the spirit realm. Attuned, but not really aware of what it was. Feeling a deep connection to the Most High, even as a child. Whoever it is that I'm talking to, whoever is resonating with this, you have, you know, there are spiritual rankings. And It's not easy to see someone's spiritual rank unless you're already attuned to that. You're already tapped into that. For those of you who've had personal readings from me, you know I can speak on that early on in the message. I could tell, your ranking by the energy that's coming out. Okay. Um, but someone here, yes, you were born to shine. Shit, you can't help it. You're not a woe is me type of person. You may have been in that energy before. You may have, you know, you've experienced a lot of hardships. So you may used to ask God often. Oh, I need to take a drink. Hold on, y'all. They're trying to. Mm. You could have had your voice, attempted to be silenced many times. People could have stopped you from speaking on things, saying things, speaking your truth or whatever. But whoever you are, you were born to shine, like for real. And I just seen the 11 pop up. It's 11 likes right now. That's no coincidence as I'm saying what I'm saying right now. All right. You were truly born to shine. You can't help it. And can't nobody else help it either. The only thing that'll take you out of this energy right here is you just becoming a completely karmic type of person where you just dwell in toxic energy 24/7. But you have such strong spiritual protection and you've had it ever since you were a child. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. And there are people around you that are mad as hell about it. And I'm really getting family members. This could even be a maternal figure in your life. This could be siblings. I don't know who this represents for you, but you do. Okay? Take only what resonates. All these messages are not going to be for everybody. Some of the things I say may resonate with you, others may not. But tarot should only be confirming your own intuition. And I'm talking to somebody that's very intuitive. 5515 right now. Okay, you're very intuitive, so people make up things. Okay, because of your intuition, people make up things about you because really, like I said, you be knowing things without even knowing how you know. But you feel me? If that's you, you understand exactly what I'm talking about right now. That scares people. It makes people uncomfortable. Because how the F do you know that? When you distance yourself from people, because intuitively you've gotten messages, you could meditate or just spend some time alone. You could be writing your journal or whatever and wondering why you're receiving certain energy and certain actions from, certain individuals. And you get guided away from them. Other people may not understand. They may feel like you're holding grudges and all of that. It ain't about a grudge. You read energy very well. And people who read energy, we don't need physical confirmation. We don't need a liar to try to explain or talk their way out of something that we already feel and know, right? So you could be the type of person who, your cutoff game is super strong. You cut people off and cut them out of your life without warning, without reason, without excuses, without, a long conversation. Somebody outside watching me. I might be talking to their ass too. But whatever it is, stand firm like you've been doing. Okay? Daughter of Zion, Germ, Micah, blah, blah, blah. I just look down at the screen and I see all these comments that you're typing. But what sticks out to me is don't need sunglasses to look at the sun. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely. I do it all the time. And I've been trying to tell people that we're actually children of the sun. That's a lie. I keep burping. These are spiritual burps and confirmation. I'm sipping coffee, nothing caffeinated. Um, they don't want you looking at the sun because the sun is really powerful. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Let me keep going. My phone buzzing. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the confirmation. Baby, tell me more, please. This deck is power couple. Interesting. Medical state board passed? Huh. Wow. There could have been somebody that you were in a connection with that you thought you could be a power couple with. You could have had a medical scare. Don't worry about it. You were protected from something. Okay, but make sure y'all listen, practice safe sex. I don't care who it is or how much you love a person. And it might not be as enjoyable than raw dogging. But you want to live, right? Can I just be honest and, frank about it? Because we all grown, right? Hey, Earth Angel 1111. Jess, have a nice day, okay? On purpose. Stop being a hater. Okay. Yeah. You don't have, if you were concerned about something medically, okay, maybe you did a threesome or something with this couple. I don't know. You were protected. And this deck is so mixed up. I'm not even worried about what's upside down and upright right now. Okay, because I didn't put it together before I started. But you were protected. Yeah, because somebody lied. You could even ask somebody. Ooh, child. This could even be somebody that I don't know. Y'all take this how it resonates. This could be somebody that you're going to end up in some kind of power couple with. Maybe you were concerned about their health. Maybe there was a third party situation or a baby mama. I don't know. Somebody that's been lying and, creating some illusions. I said that at the beginning. I don't know what those illusions are, but you got to take it how it resonates for you. Whoever this is, a contract is ending. Somebody, listen, didn't I say somebody? Ooh, somebody is grieving. The first cards that came out were grief. And what was the other one? Damn. It was grief and something. Betrayal, I think it was. Somebody is grieving over some kind of betrayal. Maybe somebody cheated on somebody. But somebody has found out that somebody lied and a contract has ended because of it. Wowzers. Yeah. Ooh, somebody. Listen. Okay, I just heard HIV assassin. Listen. And the phone is buzzing. Confirmation. Y'all, I have a book right here called The Naked Truth. Young, beautiful, and HIV positive. Listen, this is a Jezebel type energy, whether it's a masculine or a feminine. Somebody could have tried to intentionally infect their partner. Ooh, y'all listen closely. I was just talking about safe sex. Listen, y'all better listen. This is for somebody here. somebody tried to listen, and somebody could have found out because one of the people in the partnership tested positive for something and another person tested negative. And this really hurt somebody. Somebody is grieving over a major betrayal. I feel like somebody has found out in some kind of way. Now, for the intuitive people that I was speaking on with this ancestral protection, you may have gotten wind of this. Somebody did this to try to keep somebody stuck and trapped in a connection with them. And that's why I'm telling y'all, don't trust nobody. Because people be out here having shit. People be out here having these STDs. And they'll give it to you. They don't want me to tell y'all. Hold on. Listen. They will give it to you. Try to have unprotected intercourse with you. Or any kind of exchange of bodily fluids. Without disclosing what they know they already have. So you gotta protect yourself. And I feel like some of you could have been intuitive. I see y'all talking about abstinence and celibacy. Some of you all could have been getting called to abstain. Whether that's in general or from a particular person. Because somebody is out here intentionally trying to infect somebody. Whew. Lord. But I'm telling you, with this yellow and this sword, somebody has gotten clarity, the truth about a situation. All right? Because your energy is grounded enough to receive these messages. And that's why these secrets begin revealed. Somebody could even be doing candle magic on somebody, y'all. I'm telling you, somebody is really trying to manipulate somebody and hide somebody. Hide something. But what's going to happen is, and this ain't somebody who just told a little lie. This is a pathological liar. They lying about a lot of stuff. Pinocchio energy, okay? That could be why a contract between you and this person or whoever this couple is has ended or is ending. Ooh, child. Yeah. Somebody doing something to try to keep another person stuck with what I say. Hold on. They try to knock your lights out. This is something that you can't get rid of. Didn't I say it was a Jezebel energy? Y'all hear the horn? Confirmation. Yeah, a bitter karmic. Lord, peep these confirmations. Oh my God. Listen. Somebody has been doing a lot, creating a whole bunch of illusions, using the kids and everything. The kids are in on it. Probably not the sexual part, but the lies, the illusions. The children are in on it with this karmic energy. These baby Jezebels. See, they cloaked in the red too. But like I said, when this card came out, before all these other energies came out, didn't I say somebody bent the truth? Like her sword is bent. And there's moons behind each one of their heads. All of them are creating illusions. And this shit that they just made up. Whew! I knew this was going to be heavy. This is a damn shame. Yes, and there, listen, unexpected income, divine inheritance. Somebody tried to sneak and give somebody something. This ain't about money. These pentacles could be anything physical, anything tangible. They tried to give you something that you can't get rid of. They wanted somebody to think that this was something good and that they were angelic. See how they using the kids? But some of these kids didn't know what the plan was. This baby's eyes are closed. Yeah. Somebody trying to keep somebody stuck. I feel like the only thing that saved a person is because of this grounding, spending time at an altar. Or somebody could have also been doing work, manipulating energy. Didn't I say earlier somebody was doing candle magic? Yes. Somebody trying to give somebody a disease. Excuse me. Big burp. Confirmation, y'all. Listen. I only burp like this when I'm doing readings. I swear to God. Not only is somebody trying to infect your health, infect, I meant to say affect, okay? They're trying to infect you to affect your health negatively. But this person is also trying to manipulate your energy. They're going to a practitioner to do some kind of energy manipulation on you, or they're doing it themselves. But candle magic is significant here. On somebody who's a gift from God. That shit wasn't gonna never work. Yeah, but whoever you are, you receive telepathic messages. Wealthy woman. That's the woman in the partnership. This is giving me Queen of Pentacles type energy. Okay, whoever that person is, they have self-image issues. So they don't feel good about themselves. So what they try to do? They try to trap somebody. Oh, come through, Holy Spirit. But it was a spiritual test that they failed. Yeah, it was a spiritual test because this is somebody who's a gift from God. Now, this could be you or somebody else in your energy, somebody that you've been seeing, messing around with. This could be somebody you in a relationship with and a baby mama or a baby father tried to do this, something like that. Look, now they're trying to plead their case. Either they trying to plead their case or somebody regrets what they did. And they, with this abundant harvest, they did a lot of it. They did a lot of it. But guess what? Somebody was protected. Somebody didn't know how protected you were. I'm telling you, they don't understand that shine you got. They don't understand this spiritual rank that you have. All of that stuff I said in the beginning is relevant. Ooh, baby. I'm telling you, somebody has been sending a lot of negative energy your way, partnering with other people and everything, even kids. They're trying to get to you. They're sending, I just asked Archangel Michael for protection from negative energies, entities, and attachments. These are entities that somebody been trying to send your way. But there's a shield of protection around you. We saw that early on with ancestor protection. You not no regular person out here. Like I said, even if you're not into spirituality, even if you don't do any spiritual work, you're not no type of healer or nothing. You just a regular, degular Joe Schmo. Whoever you are, male or female. Your rank in the spiritual world, it can't be just seen by any regular person. So somebody thought they could do this to you. Oh my God. Not knowing you was really a whole gift in their life, but now they worried. Huh. Because what I say, that shit didn't work. It didn't work. How? It was never gonna be able to penetrate that shield. You are oblivious, whoever you are. Straight oblivious. You don't even know this been going on. You feel something though. You feel something because something told you to get away from a person. And whoever you are, you trust God, you trust your spirit team enough to just follow what you feel, to trust your intuition. Y'all don't, for some of y'all, baby, that saved your life. Because somebody wanted to knock your lights out. Somebody wanted, ooh. For some of y'all, somebody got an insurance policy on you. Yeah. They want to be a wealthy person. But this opposite energy, this could be a man that this happened to. Okay, I really feel like it's somebody, baby mama or something like that. This person is a light worker. Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody wanted to put them in poverty so that they can depend on them and give them something that they cannot come back from. But this is a praying man. In a connection with this devil energy, doing everything to try to entice this person. Cause she karmic as fuck. You hear this female out here arguing about something? This the same damn lady from the other day, y'all. And wasn't she talking about a pregnancy? Somebody was having unprotected sex. Whoever this are, though, don't even worry about it. You're going to rise like a phoenix up out the whole situation. You probably already have. And this other person that was in this connection with this, I heard angelic. Okay, you do look like an angel on here with the wings. But this protected person, they're a fallen angel. It could have been a twin flame or, a false one. But this say twin flame fallen angel. This could have been your real partner, somebody you had a destined connection with. But they're in karmic energy, or they had a karmic partner, and they, yeah, they had a karmic partner. See, the feminine is down here farther than the masculine. He still got his eyes on this divine feminine energy, but he's in a connection with a toxic karmic one. And because of that, he's vibrating just as low as she is. She just a little bit lower than him. But he's not in alignment with this divine partner type energy. So somebody here is going to have a brand new beginning. You're going to have a brand new beginning without that person. And this is spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual situation. It's more than what meets the eye. Yeah. By the time this person come back around, it's gonna be way too late. And this person they could even look way older than what they are. And that's because of everything that they're experiencing over here in this karmic energy. Yeah. Somebody want to travel towards you, come be with you, but they're being manipulated. I can't make this up. They are being spiritually manipulated. Again, look at all these damn candles. Candle magic is significant here. And that's a voodoo doll with pins all over it. Somebody is heavily manipulating the masculine energy. I'm telling y'all. If there's a masculine energy on here who resonates with this, or one of your life, and it could be a female in masculine energy, okay? So you just got to take it how it resonates. This person looks older. Y'all could be the same age or you can even be older than them. But this person looks old for their age because of all the manipulation. They're really supposed to be a spiritual warrior, but they took a fool's journey. They took a they did something really foolish. They see it clearly now, though. That's why this person is grieving. They're grieving, you know, because their arrogance led them away from something that was meant to be a sacred union. Probably because they had a lot of hoes. I feel like there was a lot of unprotected sex and group type sex going on. Because somebody was trying to get somebody infected. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. See, while you were going through experiencing some kind of spiritual initiation, up in your rank even higher, this person was in player energy. When they could have been a whole emperor. All right? Because you both have God-given talent. Now somebody is hurting. Hurting. Confirmation. Fall buzzing over here. And this says thinking woman, but they're both looking at each other. I feel like there's telepathic communication going on between the two of you. But look what's going on. Somebody's seeing a practitioner. Trying to get something done to an innocent person, a pure person who doesn't belong, who doesn't, you know, deserve that, right? Both of y'all, I'm telling you, this with this twin, both of y'all was supposed to be in this energy. But somebody is putting somebody went to see a practitioner. They didn't do it themselves. Somebody went to see a dark spiritualist. And there's tarot cards on the table. They've been getting readings done on this person. Led their ass right to spiritual court. So we saw that jail card too. Somebody could even be in spiritual jail. So their blessings are being blocked because of this. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Nick. Lindella. Hey. Yeah, this is crazy. This is talking about a twin flame, Lindell. And yes, it is terrible, Felicia. Thank you, Allison. Yes, if any of this resonates with you, hit the like button. Because this is crazy. But whoever you are, keep on, you know, keep the faith regardless, okay? Remain tapped in to your spiritual team. There's nothing wrong with burning candles, especially if you're doing it, you know, in reverence to your ancestors, all right? But somebody has definitely been trying to steal your life. And look, do you see how this other negative energy back here is on this masculine's back? This person, wow. This person has an attachment on them. I think I spoke about this recently, talking about a masculine energy. Somebody who loves you, but they have a dark attachment. You could have even seen this person's eyes go all black like that. That's sign of a negative entity. This is a dark entity attachment on a person. And I feel like that's what this is showing right here. Somebody has an entity attached to them, riding their back. That's why this person can't ascend. And if this is, you know, speaking on your twin flame, like the sun just came out real bright. If this is speaking on your twin flame, this is why your separation. This is why you're in separation, because this person is being kept in a lower vibration by so many different things. Somebody is doing magic on them. Going to see practitioners on them, keeping them in a lustful energy. For some of y'all, this masculine energy is in a connection with another person, and this is so weird to me because I would assume that they have sex with one another. But I'm really getting like they allowed this masculine to have sex with somebody that they knew was infected with something that they can't get rid of. So they could have to stay with this person. Maybe this person, and this is this book that I mentioned, The Naked Truth. I believe that's the book. I read it years ago. I need to reread that book. Um, I thought it was a book by Miyasha, Arthur Miyasha, Secret Society. It was a different book by her where I learned about where I first heard about, some people can have um HIV, and it doesn't affect their body. It doesn't affect them at all. Like they can be a carrier of it, and they don't experience any effects of it. They can even pass it on to other people that will, have the normal effects of it, but not this person. This that could be this karmic energy. I don't know. I don't even know why that's coming out, but that's for somebody. Look, royal babies. You two were destined to have some kind. Y'all were destined to be a power couple and have some kind of, you're from some kind of royal lineage, okay? But somebody got caught up with a karmic who also, look at the black eyes, who also has some kind of attachment. And this masculine energy, didn't I say they were in spiritual court? Because of those choices that they made, this person is being convicted by the Most High. Something about a new car here, and eyes green with envy. You could have a new vehicle and that just really piss somebody off. What the? They don't want you to. They don't want you to have nothing. I'm talking about Nathan. But you're high ranking spiritually. They didn't know that though. They don't. They don't read energy like that. Yes, Michael. Some people don't have spiritual eyes to see. So all of their decisions are made based on practicality, what they can see in front of them only. They don't know that there should be a balance between spirituality and practicality. Mm. But there are people out here that are really divinely protected and who hold ancient knowledge. I'm telling you, you be knowing stuff and don't even know how you know. Because you didn't study all of this information. It came to you in some kind of way. I feel like that's that whoever this female energy, this divine feminine energy, somebody, and they've been chasing you for a long time trying to put these attachments on you. But I'm telling you, this somebody tried to do this to both of you. But because this masculine energy was vibrating in low, okay, due to all of the karmic behavior that they were engaged in, and not just sex. This could even be, just having a lack mentality, low self-esteem, that woe is me energy. Yeah, we all go through things. We all experience hardships. But that don't mean it's okay to feel how you feel, but you're not supposed to stay down. See, somebody passed the test. that this person failed due to these negative attachments. All right. It's this mature woman with this ancient knowledge. You got a new love coming soon. Because what's happened here, that contract has been voided. I'm here, Erica Badu. See you next lifetime. Somebody's going to have to repeat this. Yes, Michael. And see, I've told you all before on this channel that, hi, Gemini, if you all are in a twin flame connection, it begins out hot, heavy, like it's everything, right? Then there's always a period of separation. And during the separation, you are each supposed to grow separately. There are lessons that you have to learn separately. Because when you meet each other, like, you both still have a lot of karmic debt, both of you, that has to be resolved. There are lessons that have to be learned. And once, before the two of you can come back together, there are lessons that have to be learned and mastered. The thing is, though, we're all on our own paths, even with twin flames. We're all on our own separate paths, and we have separate lessons to learn. You may both need to learn some things that are the same, but there are lessons they need to learn that you don't. There are lessons that you need to learn that they don't. It's all about mastering self. Because the purpose of those connections is not even just to have a great love affair. It's because you all are supposed to be doing something divine, working for the divine with this ancient knowledge that you possess. Okay? Yeah. You're the high priestess and they're the high priest. But if you get yourself tied to, a crowd that's like crabs in a bucket, people that want to keep you down, and you stay stuck in that energy instead of learning lessons and ascending, you won't be able to come back together. You won't, because you're on different wavelengths now. Your vibration is not the same. You're not on the same level. So if one person is ascending and the other person is staying stagnant energetically, there won't be any coming together. Because again, in the spirit realm, time, dates, all that shit don't mean nothing. It's all about alignment. You only get what you're in alignment for. And see, whoever this high priest energy, they're surrounded by a lot of people that don't want to see that. They don't want to see that happen. They want to keep this person in a toxic, vibration. So they do things to harvest this person's energy, to keep this person, vibrating lower, to keep them doing karmic things in a karmic mindset. They don't want them to know that they're a blessing from God, that they're here to break ancestral curses, be abundant, passing these tests, so that they can get back to their empress, the high priestess, period. I just said that. But with the lovers, it's their choices that have them in this lack mentality, up all night, thinking about you, trying to communicate with you telepathically, because their soul is yearning for you. Their soul is yearning for union. But with this karma that they're facing and having to deal with, because the person that they're in a connection with is super toxic. But because they're over there with them, guess what? They also must share that karma. Only until this person could get away and work on themselves would they be able to, begin to ascend. But that's why they're having a lot of losses, a lot of lack. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. And you're the runner now. In the past, this person could have been the runner and you were the chaser. Doesn't mean you were literally chasing after them, but you were persistent in trying to maintain the connection. But now that's their energy. But you two tapped in. You two tapped in. Okay? And your spirit team, they in battle for you. I'm telling you, this is a spiritual battle. There will be no union. Okay? This person, look, they can't stop thinking about you, though. They gonna always think about you. You gonna always think about them. Mm. But this person, I'm telling you, they're in some kind of low vibration. Somebody tried to steal this person from you using bad health. Do y'all see how that keeps coming out? Somebody tried to take this person out of their glow. See them in, this royal energy. Somebody tried to take them out of that. This is the first card that came out. This him right here. They stole this person's shine. And look, somebody doing something negative too to a vehicle back there. We saw a new car came out and something else with it. They tried to do this by giving this person bad health, but this person was destined to break generational curses. That's why those two grandmas were exchanging stuff. Part of their divine work. You two were supposed to do this together. Chosen ones. Light workers. Born to shine together. But look, you by yourself. You got you got to do this work by yourself, divine feminine. You got to take this walk by yourself. Yeah, you're going to receive this divine inheritance yourself because this person is stuck with a Jezebel karmic energy. A bitter karmic energy, mad. This karmic energy, I feel like, was the one going to a practitioner. They got a reading on this supposed to be power couple. If you're not thinking about this person, y'all not a twin flame partnership. Because there's no cord cutting. There's no getting rid of this. Everybody don't have a twin, and it's okay. I just wonder why people who are against what I'm doing, why do you even come here? Why do you waste your time to comment or anything? You ain't stopping shit. Just gonna get blocked. And to any of my regulars, if you're interested in being a moderator, let me know, okay? Please send me an email. Hi, Gemini. That's crazy. Hi, Nicholas. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to let this go. I'm tired of talking about these people. But if you know, you know. Okay? Stay up. Keep your energy protected. And you won't have anything to worry about. But be mindful if you give this person some sex. because I'm telling you what's going on behind the scenes. But I feel like you're not supposed to be doing anything with this person. And don't trust what they say. Whoever this is, you can't believe what they say out their mouth. This reading came out for you for a reason. You're here listening to it for a reason. Okay? Mm-mm. Hi, Shamika. Yeah. And this liar, they're worried. Now, again, at the beginning, we talked about, and look, this card, etheric cords, you ain't no cutting that cord. But I feel like this particular cord, somebody is tied to this feminine energy and they're using their children some kind of way in this situation. And I feel like it's the masculine energy who's the partner of this person that's grieving. But if you recently had some type of exchange of bodily fluids with this person in some kind of way, you should get yourself tested. But I feel like the person I'm reading for, it didn't happen. What somebody tried to do didn't happen. But somebody here has intentionally tried to infect another person. Now, this not a personal reading, it's a collective one, so the individual details will be different for everybody. So only take what resonates and how it resonates for you. You know what you've been doing. Take heed though, y'all. Be smart, okay? And have a great day. Until next time. Peace.